few items while seconding this particular amendment bill. Honorable Speaker, as you can see, the Sexual Offences Act was passed in this House in the year 2006. And Honorable Speaker, like I have said before, time and again, that this country does not suffer from lack of very well articulated acts of parliament, Honorable Speaker. Because if you look at the history and if you look at the matters that actually affect issues to do with sexual offenses, we even have the Protection Against Domestic Violence Bill of 2015, Honorable Speaker. We also have the Prohibition of Female Genital Mutilation Act, Honorable Speaker, of 2011. We have the Children Act of 2022, Honorable Speaker, and we even have the Victim Protection Act of 2014. Honorable Speaker, with all these acts of parliament that have been signed, Honorable Speaker, into law, that are supposed to be guiding how to deal with those issues that are affecting the community at large, Honorable Speaker, you wonder why we still have issues. And to pay attention to this particular amendment, Honorable Speaker, of the bill of the Sexual Offences Act 2006, Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Doris Donya, the member for Kisii, Honorable Speaker, has concerns about the low reporting rates of the sexual offences, Honorable Speaker. She has issues with the poor enforcement of these particular laws and policies that have been put in place. Honorable Speaker, she has a problem with victim blaming. Honorable Speaker, you ask yourself, why do we still handle victim blaming? That because you are raped, because you are defiled, we find a reason to actually to blame you for having been raped or defiled. Honorable Speaker, you wonder why we still do not have survivor-friendly centers in our counties and in our constituencies and in our wards and in our locations and even villages, Honorable Speaker. You wonder, Honorable Speaker, why we have all these acts of parliament totaling to more than 6 that are speaking close to the same matter. But, Honorable Speaker, we still lack knowledge on the rights that each and every Kenyan, each and every woman, each and every man in this country has, Honorable Speaker. We also wonder why we still have pathetic coordination between the police, between the health care facilities, and even the judiciary. You wonder why, Honorable Speaker. And the thing, the item that the Honorable Doris Donya is trying to address in this bill, Honorable Speaker, is why we have very good bills, why we have very good acts of parliament, why we have very good policies, but we cannot then see the results that are being that are coming out better because we have those bills. And that is why, Honorable Speaker, she's saying we must be able to create awareness and be able to come up with advocacy. And Honorable Speaker, I want to say that I support this with all my being, because, Honorable Speaker, if we get the advocacy, if we get the awareness of these items and these rights that the people have, that they should be knowing that they have, Honorable Speaker, then we might be able to then sort out the issues. Because, Honorable Speaker, if you go back at home, you find a little girl who has been defiled. The girl is 11 years old. The girl is 14 years old. And you find that after they have been defiled, Honorable Speaker, the mother, just like Honorable Doris Donya, or the father, or the guardian who is around there, asks them to take a shower, Honorable Speaker. As soon as you take the shower, Honorable Speaker, when you go to report and you tell the police officer that there is a situation, I have been defiled, this girl has been raped, whatever has happened, the first question they would ask you is, we need to be able to take a sample from you. And you go to the hospital. The next question that you ask at the hospital, Honorable Speaker, is, have you showered? And the answer is yes. As soon as your answer turns yes to showering, Honorable Speaker, the case starts becoming crippled. Why? Because they claim that we can then not get the evidence. Honorable Speaker, the reason why the mothers, the reason why the fathers, the reason why the guardians ask these children to be able to shower is because of victim shaming, is because of lack of knowledge, Honorable Speaker. And this particular amendment to this bill is going to finally give us a solution to this, so that every person who lives in this country, Honorable Speaker, can be able to know that when this happens to you, what is the next course of action? When this one is done to you, where do you go next? You get to know the do's and the don'ts when you are in a situation. And Honorable Speaker, I think if we are able to finally get the office of the Cabinet Secretary to be able to diligently handle this particular matter, then our community and our society will be properly aware of this, the next course of action when they are faced with a certain situation. So, Honorable Speaker, I want to say that I support this so that finally, Honorable Speaker, we can be able to have strengthened prosecution procedures procedures so that we can be able to meet every requirement every step of the way, so that, Honorable Speaker, even those ones who are going on with defiling young children, you know, Honorable Speaker, you find a joke in the internet. Every time they see school girls, small girls, they are told, just open your eyes and look at that girl, but remember that the years that you will serve in jail is 30 years. That is the kind of awareness, Honorable Speaker, so that before you actually make the mistake, you actually defile or rape a girl or whatever you're doing, you must also know from start to end what awaits you in the future. So, Honorable Speaker, I support this amendment towards this bill, so that, Honorable Speaker, all the people, all the stakeholders, all the people that have different responsibilities in different sectors can be able to know what is expected of them, and even as a victim, you get to know what is expected of you. If we are able to do this, Honorable Speaker, we'll finally have a better way of implementing the very good acts of parliament that we have in this country, so that we can protect our people, protect our girls, protect our boys, protect the women and the men of this country, Honorable Speaker. With that, Honorable Speaker, I beg to second.
Just one moment, I'm getting my order paper. Honorable members, I now propose the question that the Sexual Offences Amendment